not just answering, but we want to know what is the overall pandemic, national pandemic preparedness and response plan. This is something that may actually need more finances. We may go back into the budget process if it is necessary. So I support my colleagues, but I want to add that when this meeting comes, we want all the technical people involved to be here. For example, the Minister of Health, I've noted the absence of the Chief Public Health Officer. That cannot be when we are going to deal with the matter of this magnitude. So, Chair, I support, but all the CSS should come with the most appropriate officers going to deal with this matter, so that it is addressed properly. We will need a plan, a clear national plan on how this thing is going to be done. Countries are closing schools, closing factories, and we are not taking it that seriously. I support the adjourn the meeting.
And because Mikhail is our senior, and I know we have some seniors, can we have 30 seconds so that we can quickly, yeah, we're going on the line, Honorable Misha.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With due respect and humble submission, this is, as I earlier told, we have to take it very seriously. It is the international community is watching. Today I saw what Senegal CS of Health did, and we Kenyans are watching. So we should not take it lightly. Please, the cabinet meeting, if it is there, why not? It was informed that this meeting would have rescheduled, revisited the city. With due respect, I support. Otherwise, next time, my delegate, I also delegate my PA to come and attend the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I want to echo what my colleagues have said. Actually, it seems that actually our CSs are not taking this issue seriously. And you know, when I see them not coming here, it informs me that that could be the reason why you say, well, what a plane boat of Chinese from are landing in Kenya and Bakassi and being released and bring things like self-quarantine, which actually is something that never works. It never works. I don't know where it came from anyway. Alright? And then the question of screening. Screening, the methods you're using, the parameters, you're using temperature. Honestly, if I know I have a temperature and I'm landing at JKI, 2 hours to landing, I'll take an antibiotic and I'll be landing with a normal temperature. So really, what are you doing? Chair, I think serious mess from our CSS. And I think that, I don't know why, they're taking it so casually. As if they don't have children, they don't have grandchildren. They seem to be mesmerized by Chinese money.
Everybody is exposed, Honorable, themselves, so nobody is safe. Senator.
Thank you, Chair. Chair's Article 153, Sub-Article 3, compels the CS to appear before Parliamentary Committee in person. It does not say that that CS can delegate. And with the seriousness that my colleagues have expressed on this matter, we do not expect anything else. And do not have the person in charge of public health in this meeting. So, Madam Speaker, I want to agree with my, not Speaker, Chair, I want to agree with my colleagues that we postpone this meeting until the CSS show the seriousness this matter deserves.
Chair, Dr. Mikhail explained what pandemic is, and even our people here know. If people of this magnitude, the CSS, could go for a project meeting, whose project are they making for if this disease comes to 3 young people? It's unfortunate that even some of us, Chair, I particularly had to postpone a very serious function in Baringo to really sit on this table to discuss way forward on how we can give safety to our people. So to me, I support, and for the ministries that are concerned, please adjourn everything else for the purposes of creating time to make sure Kenyans are safe?
I said
Chair, I think what we have here is a very unfortunate situation. I don't think the ministries that we have asked to come do recognize that these are the people's representatives, and the fact that they are trying to downgrade the Parliament, the two houses of Parliament, by deliberately not appearing. So it's either that they don't take the matter seriously, or they don't take a joint committee of the two houses of Parliament seriously, and that's why they are behaving like this. This was an opportunity for the ministers and the technocrats to actually explain to the people's representative, and in the process, because the media is here, they'll be actually talking to Kenyans. So they'll be able, one, to allay the fears of the Kenyans. They'll be able to explain to the Kenyans what measures they have taken. They'll be able to explain to Kenyans what Kenyans are expected to do in event that is such an outbreak, or what they can do to avoid such an outbreak. So I think the ministers, and this matter should be reported to both the speakers of the two houses. We should consider it as misconduct on the part of the ministers and their respective ministries.
Thank you. Well, we can't say this matter is a very serious matter, but I've seen the minister has tried to respond to some of the questions. But it will be better if he was here in person, so that at least he can put some commitment. This is a grave matter. Every Kenyan is waiting to see how as a government we are committed. But when I hear that the cabinet secretaries and the permanent secretaries are launching some projects, then it bothers me. Because what is so important, it is the health status of our people. And now we have this coronavirus which is threatening the whole world. How else would we show our commitment if it's not sitting here and assuring our Kenyans that we are safe or we are not safe? Thank you.
I think all has been said, and while I do agree with my colleagues, there is a point that I really need to emphasize on. One is the Cabinet Secretary for Health has sent his deputy. I think that is perfect and in order. I think that stands quite clearly that is the senior individual there. I don't want to be projected. I don't want to be interjected, Senator, when I am going to complete my statement.
When the member says points of order, you allow them to speak.
You freeze.
And then,
Chair, we are guided by standing orders, and I think the Senate has read the standing orders that call for the cabinet secretaries, and it's for both houses. If the member is in order,
if only a member can understand that the member has. Okay, go ahead.
have you finished Senator?
if the member is in order to speak on behalf of cabinet secretary.
The question has been asked, proceed.
What standing order gives you to respond before I complete my statements?
Honorable, Professor, I think that the orders are allowed.
I'll complete.
I request we proceed with the matter.
I'm really glad that the Senator is seated there and waiting to listen. So I'll complete this. A senior member in the ministry has been sent to stand to sit in place for the Cabinet Secretary. While I have said, if he could listen to my statement, while I have said I agree with my colleagues on the point that they have raised on, it also tells us that the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of, the other ministry was Foreign Affairs, are not quite seriously. And it explicitly shows, it's explicitly obvious, it is explicitly obvious that the Cabinet Secretaries are not serious on their matters, on these matters that are quite crucial. But my position here comes. The Ministry of Health is well represented. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Transport are not. And we want to see the reason as to why that happens. The other final point I want to raise is that who calls for a cabinet meeting when there is a serious matter in this country? And who has decided on that? What supersedes
is the risk our country is facing. And therefore, I also put a point cross forward saying, why should there be a cabinet meeting when there is a serious matter that we are trying to deal with? Thank you.
Thank you, honourable members. I request the members to appreciate something burning. We don't have all to speak. If we are still going online. Senator Robert?
No, thank you, Chair. No, I don't think we should really continue to saying the same thing. I think we should calculate what happened and the judge can make the decision. Unless somebody has a concrete new thing to say. But Chair, let me, now that you gave me the floor, that if we adjourn this meeting, can we have assurance that another meeting will be called as soon as possible? Tomorrow is possible.
Senator Kennedy?
Chair, I think
Members, we're going on the line. Only say if you don't want, what you are saying is what you are saying, just say, I support you.
Put the question. Just for the record, I don't associate myself.
No, I'm not just trying to say, just put the question. Chair.
There are some of your colleagues who feel they need to say something. So can you take 30 seconds? Just say I support if you don't, you're not having anything.
The only thing I want to say is I respectfully don't agree with the position taken by Professor. I associate myself with the members who have made the point that this matter is so critical that we require the personal appearance of the CS from the three ministries. And I have nothing useful to add.
Chair. Thank you, Chair. Mine is just if those Chinese who are in the Cambodia could be brought to a proper isolation place, because I believe the Cambodia is not an isolation place. Anything can happen. That is a remote area. If anything happens in that area, the epidemic will destroy the whole community there. If they can be brought by the minister, they can't wait to wait for the minister to answer this question. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, to support my colleague, Mheshimiwa Aramat. One, it's true we are in agreement that the place in Cambodia is not an ideal place for isolation. And that one cannot wait until we have a meeting with the CSS. I think we should agree that those Chinese nationals should be moved with urgency to an ideal place of isolation so that we protect the life of Kenyans. Having said that, as I support the adjournment of this meeting, as my colleagues have said, we cannot adjourn without rescheduling right here, because this is an issue of great concerns to Kenyans. And I even propose, Madam Chair, that we do it even actually this week. Kenyans are in panic. We can't wait any longer. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Chair, both houses sent questions that needed answers. These are the questions that the public are waiting for the answers. And for me, the fact that we don't have the CS here, that is something we can deal with later. Right now, the answers that have been contained here, given to us, the questions that we ask, that Kenyans want answers for, it's not just us, it's Kenyans. If we're not going to have, if we're going to postpone this sitting, we might as well at least allow the CAS to read the answers that the CAS has sent. Because Kenyans are waiting for these answers.
Yes, Kenyans would like the right answer, right?
No, but right now, we have heightened tension in our country. If you saw yesterday, we had some Chinese nationals that were accosted as they were walking in one of the informal settlements, being assaulted in our own country. There is tension right now. The answers contained here can ease those tensions. Alright? I think Kenyans have the right to know. The media is here in high presence. They want to hear these answers. For us to postpone because we want to be addressed by the CAS rather than CAS. These are also members representing the ministry. At the end of the day, Mutali Kagwe might not be here, but he has sent the answers that the public wants to hear. So let us put our egos down. Let us have these answers.
Please, we have to withdraw the word.
You are leader. Please.
It's an English word. But at the end of the day,
all the members.
Chair,
this is not parliamentary. It's not parliamentary.
Okay, fine. But at the end of the day,
You need to apologize and
at the end of, I apologize. At the end of the day, honestly, contain yourself. Chair, I think it's important that we realize that we're representatives of people. We're only a few members of parliament here, and the whole country wants.
Are we at any time preventing the minister from making statements, answering questions with the House of Press without us? We are not. So she cannot tell us that we are having ego, and the minister can read. He's the one who brought this statement. He can read the member of parliament without involving us.
It's about members. I think actually for the purposes of what has been presented here, because I have this document. This document was signed by one for the Ministry of Health, Susan Muchacha PS, who is not even known where she is. Yes. So it's not even about the minister. This was not even signed by the minister, but the PS, whom if the minister had another engagement, would have come in, because she's the one who has signed these answers. So I guess members, let's proceed. We are finishing. We have 2 members to go on. Honorable graduate. We only have Jagagwa and we have Honorable Dwale. So once we are done, we will make a decision.
I've just begun. I've not even said it.
Exactly. So can we allow?
Madam Chair, I will say this.
Yes.
That historically, you cannot have a cabinet sitting without a president. So what the CS is saying that there's a cabinet meeting is actually, I won't imagine, not factual. We are either having a subcommittee of the CAS's of meeting, but not a cabinet meeting. 2, Madam Chair, as you say, let me say, that letter in response has been signed by the PS. And the CS is here telling us he doesn't know where she is. So there we can address 2 things. That one, nobody wants to take responsibility of the answers that are going to be given in this chamber. So, Madam Chair, I propose and support that we adjourn this meeting and we take another date when the 3 CSs will be here. Because last, Madam Chair, I think the CSs have been taking this parliament for granted. They think that we have not teeth to bite. We cannot summon them. Even when they are summoned, they do not appear. Because nothing has happened to them. So you should not report this matter to the Speaker. They get sanctioned. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mine is that the responses we got from the CAS Health, the PS Transport, and the DG Immigration is not consistent. Because we have been told that there is a committee, which I should expect all ministers to be attending. And then we also told that one of the ministers is attending a Senate committee meeting. And then we also told that there's another meeting called by CS Matiani. So one thing I want to agree is that the responses are not adequate. While we are not underrating their competence and the response they will give, but I think this matter requires the highest attention in each ministry, because it has serious implications in terms of budget, in terms of even planning, whether we are going to have schools to run, whether we are going to do this. So I think I agree with the proposal to postpone this meeting, but I also want to agree with Honorable Ben Mugo that this meeting should be called for as soon as possible.
Welcome, Chair. Please, you know, this is a very serious issue. As we plan to adjourn, I'm sure that we probably are going to make a ruling. The issue of evacuating the Chinese is simple. You should actually make a ruling right now. They are evacuated today, of which actually very week we are going to mobilize our locals and evacuate today.
It's a member in order to inside this community against the Chinese nationals.
I want to withdraw those comments on because we are responsible leaders also. And you know, even if you have to give a directive, you also have to give government time to even know where they are evacuating them to take them to. So can they withdraw those words?
I will withdraw.
Thank you.
But I will just try to express how the community is impaired, Madam Chair.
I know.
Yes.
I want to read something here, honorable members. Because Order. You know, we cannot all speak. It is important that we have all expressed ourselves. We won't give each one. I think every member has expressed themselves. So I want to allow my co-chair to respond and also respond. Then we have a way forward. Everybody has spoken, including you, Honorable Commissioner.
I have a response to...
No response.
1 second.
No, it is now my co-chair who is responding. Thank you.
Yes, and I think you've heard the sentiments of the members, and it's very, very clear what has been done. And we are here for answers. We are here to help Kenya. Like, for example, if we want to challenge the DJ immigration, were you the one who stamped and issued visas for those 239 passengers? Were you the one personally responsible for their entry to this country? I don't think you have an answer for that. If I go to the Minister of the Transport Affairs, are you the one who issued personal clearance for that plane to land in this country and say it's okay? Is it you who made that decision personally? Yeah. So we don't want a situation where it will be a back and forth situation. Say, oh, I'll go back and consult that question and whatnot. We want to find out from the CAS and the acting DG, you know, this issue of self-quarantine. The 229 people, you sent them out to self-quarantine. Are you satisfied that there's something called self-quarantine? Do you know where these people are? Do you know who they are in contact?
Of the National Assembly, so that they can be able to communicate to today, and we expect them tomorrow at 3 p.m. that we meet in the same venue with the same joint committee, so that then we can be able to deliberate. And we expect it, unless it is an emergency, that we have the people responsible, who are the cabinet secretaries, to come and respond to the matters. And so, members, now I want to put the question that we adjourn this meeting until tomorrow, 3 p.m., and the letters to invite the same cabinet secretaries to be done immediately. So will as many of us similar opinions say aye? Aye. And will as many of our contrary opinions say nay? Nay. Okay, the ayes have it. 3 p.m. It's okay. When we say 3 p.m., I remember to be at 3 p.m. So the ayes have it already. So members will say same venue, 3 p.m., same venue. We are going to write, that's why members it's important to listen. We are going to write, because this is a very important matter. We are going to write to the speakers to allow us to seek permission to allow us to sit at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
The meeting is
I request the members of the National Assembly to remain for the communication to be done. Professor Nicholas.